Stan, happy birthday. It's a long time between visits. I'm so happy that I could be here, at least in part, to celebrate your birthday. But I should admit that I was a little late in getting this message done. As you may remember, I don't do much on Fridays and Mondays. And now that I'm retired, I don't do too much on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays either. But for you, for your big 9-0, I would never miss the opportunity. When I think about it, we've known each other for 40 years. There were 40 wonderful years, much of it spending our time building Ogilvy and Mather Direct, building them into the largest direct marketing agency in the world, the most revered and the most respected of the agencies. This was an extraordinary accomplishment that was the envy of the industry, and you built the product that we sold. Not only that, you provided us with common sense, ethical thinking, and unending wisdom. David Ogilvy knew what you had done, knew what you had accomplished, and he was very proud of you. And you should be proud of yourself. As further testimony of your accomplishment, our staff was loyal to the company, but mostly loyal to you. Working for us for 10, 15, or even 20 years, how remarkable is that compared to the other agencies that live with revolving doors? And looking back, the accomplishment that I treasure the most, and I have a feeling that you would treasure it just as much, is having fun. Work wasn't work 100% of the time. Work was mixed with fun, and we excelled in that. There was fun even when we blew a new business presentation. We came back a little distraught from having not won it, but quickly recovered. We got a bottle of vodka, a bowl to put it in, and we bobbed for apples until we were all sopped, smashed, and out of things to do. But nevertheless, we managed to drown our sorrows. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention to you, lest you forgot, but I bet you didn't, you were making a speech to the staff. Great speech, but suddenly you interrupted what you wanted to say and said, "Jerry," I was in the audience, "Jerry, we found your raincoat at the Triple X movie theater right down the block." And I said, "Thank you, Stan, but what were you doing there?" You had an experience that you told us about that we all thought was hysterical. The guys in Europe dated your invitation to a meeting they were having as 3/6, meaning March 3rd, and you thought that it was 6/3 June, not March. But no matter, you came 3 months late. They were expecting you, and they were still arguing until you settled all the undone work. So you're a hero. It was a great run. We accomplished much, and we had so many great times. Arriving at the office each day did not feel like work. That was our pleasure. Working, thank God it's Monday, and we could go back to work. You were our Rock of Gibraltar, always there providing us with sound advice for some of the young folks in the company and for me, and I always treasured that. You were our ethical standard, which we don't get to see very much, and that's so sorrowful. Over the years, I've been thinking about this. We had great clients, we had a great staff, we had a great time, and spectacular results. What more could they have asked of us? So stay well, and happy birthday. But wait, there's more.
Stanley, happy birthday. Happy birthday to a man who's been my boss, and happy birthday to a man who's been my mentor. But maybe most importantly, happy birthday to a man who's been my friend. On your birthday, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude for all the time and efforts you put into teaching me just a little bit of everything you know. I'm so grateful to have had you as my boss, leader, and friend. Your guidance has given me a better understanding of what it takes to achieve greatness in life. And I want to thank you for your support, advice, and encouragement. I hope the next year brings you many new fantastic experiences, and may you have a memorable birthday and many more joyful years. Happy birthday.
Hey Stan, it's Gary Shiner. Happy 90th birthday. It's funny, when I started at Ogilvy, I was 22, and back then I thought you were already 90, so. But in all seriousness, really happy birthday, and thank you so much for having a profound influence on my career. When I think my first review, I wrote a note in my review that I wanted your job someday. And 5 years later, when everybody went off, Michael and Tina and Shelley, everybody went off to run different agencies, I had a few opportunities in front of me, and for a lot more money and higher titles, and I came to you for guidance, and I asked you what I should do and where I should go. And at the time, Ogilvy was countering me as well, so I could have stayed and worked under you longer. And instead, you asked me a question. You asked me, had I learned enough from the people that I worked with, from Michael and Richard and Pam? And the answer was no. And you told me that I should go with them, even though they offered me the least amount of money. But you knew that they had my back. You knew that they would protect me, that they would give me opportunity. And 20 years later, I'm happy to say that I'm on my second stint as a global chief creative officer of a network agency. And I have you to thank for that, because you guided me and you pointed me, and you were selfless in your answer, and you took care of me. So I really appreciate that. I wish you the very, very best. And again, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dear Stanley. It's Tweety. So here I have a drink to have in your honor on your birthday, since I can't be there with you to celebrate. There's a bottle of gin and a bottle of Stoli. There's a gin Gibson on the right and a vodka Gibson on the left. I couldn't remember which was your beverage of choice. So you lift the one that's good for you, and I'll take the other one. Happy birthday, dear Stanley. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And I'll leave it at that. Happy birthday, Stanley. Love you, miss you, many more. Bye.
Stanley, I'm so sorry not to be there. You were one of my most favorite people in the entire world. And I think back on those days at ONMD, and you just made it everything that it could ever possibly be, and so much more. Mentor, friend, confidant, elegant, man with brains and wit and charm. You just were the cat's meow. I got a dog. We have to cut that there.
Stan, Bob, like Tracy, I'm sorry too, but I'm coming to the party.
Hi Stan, happy birthday. I want to relate two pieces of advice that Stan has given me over the years. One of the best pieces of advice and the worst piece of advice from Stan Winston. The worst piece of advice Stan ever gave me was, don't worry about money, Ray. Just do the best job possible and the money will come. Ha, I'm still waiting, Stan. The best piece of advice that I've ever gotten from Stan, advice so good that I pass it on to my two sons, is never miss an opportunity to use the men's room. Happy birthday, Stan. You're the best.
Hey Stanley, this is just the second time in 20 years I've done this, so here goes. Oh my God, you're 90 years old? That's a whole lot of years, if I may be so bold. In the 2 decades since I last wrote you a poem, we've all scattered about and called new places home. But wherever we work or play or retire, in honor of Stan Winston, we can all still conspire to conjure up memories tinged Ogilvy red when we all followed Stanley wherever he led. Whether Wally and Joseph's or some chic spot downtown, when it comes to fine dining, Mr. Winston's no clown. I remember a drive with Stan at the wheel, 3 countries, 1 day, and in each a meal. Fondue in Switzerland, something lighter in France, then pasta in Italy. It was a real food romance. Fine dining, some cocktails, lots of Echo Awards. Schlepping giant portfolios full of ad storyboards. These are the memories that still warm my heart. You can make telling a joke a real work of art. And though your creative awards may be piled to the rafters, I'll remember you best for all of the laughter that you brought to your clients, colleagues, and friends with that big silly grin that just never ends. So happy birthday, dear Stanley. I hope it's a blast. And cheers to the memories we all will hold fast. Happy birthday, Stan.
Happy 90th. Wish I were there in person, but I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your wonderful friendship, your never-ending support, and for that wonderful sense of humor. It's been a gift. You were a gift that I have always treasured and always will. And so sending you a lot of love and laughter on this special birthday.
Hi Stanley, it's me. I just wanted to wish you a happy 90th birthday. I miss you and I think of you often. I hope you have a wonderful time at your party with all your old friends and your wonderful family. The older I get, I realize that there are certain people that come into your life and they make such an impact, and you are one of those people for me. So I just want to say thank you for your wisdom, thank you for your respect, thank you for your belief in me, and most of all, thank you for your wonderful humor. I don't think we were like vice chairman, worldwide creative director, and assistant. We were something different, we were more. And I think what we were partners in crime in the very best way. And we always will be. And I love you. And one more thing. 1, 2, 3.